For gleaming bright floors with no back-breaking rubbing, just use Aerowax. This wonder wax makes old floors look like new and goes on quickly. Yes, it dries in minutes, but lasts for weeks. Aerowax self-polishes floors to a sparkling luster that brightens rooms and saves you many disagreeable scrubbings. Yet it costs only 25 cents a full pint at leading stores everywhere. Get Aerowax, Aerowax, today.
Now present the unforgettable radio drama, Front Page Farrell, the story of a crack newspaperman and his wife, the story of David and Sally Farrell. Today's fast, nerve-wracking pace is making millions suffer from the discomforts of gastric hyperacidity. Eating on the run, working under pressure, nervous tension, and smoking more than you should all help cause the trouble many know as American stomach. When this happens to you, when you're distressed by such symptoms as heartburn, acid indigestion, or a feeling of fullness, take Bicidol mint-flavored tablets. Bicidol mint-flavored tablets are not a makeshift, not a cure-all. They're specifically designed to do one job, and to do it quickly and well. And that job is to bring you prompt, pleasant relief of American stomach. Bicidol mint-flavored tablets help neutralize the excess acids that cause this discomfort. They soothe irritated membranes while gently helping to restore normal balance. So next time you're upset and distressed due to acid indigestion, remember to take Bicidol mint-flavored tablets, that's all. You'll like their refreshing mint flavor, and they're so handy to carry. That's spelled B-I-S-O-D-O-L. Bicidol mint-flavored tablets. Only 25 cents. And now, Front Page Farrell, the story of a New York newspaper reporter and his wife, Sally. David is working late on the paper tonight. The presses have shut down for a while. Only a few lights burn here and there throughout the plant, and the tapping of the teletype can barely be heard from far off in the wire room. David yawns, stretches, and looks up, surprised as Kate Ward, his fellow reporter on the Eagle, walks into his office.
Well, Kate, what are you doing working so late,
Making up for the work I didn't do yesterday, Dave. My Sunday feature should have been in last night. Murphy will have my life if I don't get it in tonight.
That's right. I knew I missed you around yesterday.
Oh, you mean it mattered to you? The day wasn't the same without me?
Kate, there was a void in my life, a huge, empty space without you. I don't know how I got through the day.
Oh, Mr. Farrell. Oh, yourself.
No kidding. I did miss you, though, Kate. I had to drink a whole container of coffee myself.
Better kept you awake at night.
Well, it helped to keep me awake during the day. That's something.
Murphy probably didn't recognize you with your eyes open.
What? Yeah. About 11 o'clock, he tapped me on the shoulder and he said, "Where's your press card, bud? Are you new around here?"
No.
Sure.
And what did you say?
Well, I threw my arms around him. There were tears in my eyes, and I said, "Murphy, old friend, it's me. I've come back, your faithful old reporter, your slave. Don't you remember Rip Van Farrell?"
Oh, what happened then?
Murphy, I'm afraid, didn't see the humor of the situation.
Yeah, I'm afraid he won't see the humor in my late story either.
Why didn't you get it in yesterday? Where were you?
My birthday. I was out celebrating.
Your birthday, and you didn't tell me? Say, I would have bought you lunch.
Big-hearted Dave. I had a lunch date.
Two-timer.
Oh, it's good to be 16. I beg your pardon.
Nothing. I was just looking for my yo-yo.
Beast. By the way, what are you doing around here so late?
I got a story on the reaction to the British elections. It's developing into a treatise on democracy. The people's responsibility. That's the key to it, you know.
I'm sorry, but what's the key to what?
People being on guard. You can't have democracy without it. That's why the German people are guilty.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, you can blame any outside cause you want, Kate, but the fact remains the German people accepted Hitler. And therefore, they are responsible for it. And for this whole bloody war. You can't be passive about democracy.
Yeah, you got something there, Dave.
I know it.
Hey, by the way, any news of our one-man underground movement?
Oh, you mean Kurt Mallet?
Mm-hmm.
He cabled Rocky he wants to come to America, you know.
Yeah, I know. You told me that last week. Well, when is he coming?
Let's see, what's tonight?
Friday. Why?
Friday. End of the week.
What are you looking so mysterious about?
I thought by tonight I'd know if he was coming.
I don't get you, Dave.
So Rocky set the end of the week as her deadline to decide whether or not to help bring Mallet to this country.
Well, how come? I thought she was so anxious to meet him.
Well, Kate, now look. This is off the record. Strictly a coffee confidence, you might say. You understand?
David, Farrell, we have known each other how long?
Well, right. Rocky's afraid that she may be too anxious to meet him.
Oh. But, there's Grover Courtney.
Uh-huh. That's the trouble. There's Grover Courtney.
Oh, now I see. Rocky is afraid that in case she finds herself intrigued by Dr. Mallet, it may not be so easy to shake the great Grover.
You know, Kate, for a 16-year-old, you're a very bright little girl. Yeah.
Why, thank you, kind sir.
Only, you know, one thing's been puzzling me all day.
And what's that?
This morning, Harry told me that Grover had mentioned something about getting Rocky to marry him right away.
Well, an item for our society page.
I wonder how that goes with Rocky.
Maybe it's her idea.
Yeah, but Kurt Mallet...
That's the point. Maybe she sees marriage to Courtney now as a solution. If she were Courtney's wife, she wouldn't dare be more than an interested spectator when Mallet comes to America.
I don't know, Kate. The workings of women's minds are too much for me.
Of course, I don't believe that marriage necessarily makes a woman immune to another man's charm.
For a 16-year-old, you have the darndest notions.
Well, I'll tell you a little secret. I used to read the Lovelorn columns instead of Uncle Wiggily.
At any rate, I was hoping to hear from Rocky tonight. I'm anxious to know if she's decided. I wonder if she's called at home.
But Veronica Redfield, so far, has not called the Farrells home. Earlier this evening, she entertained Grover Courtney at dinner, and then, when he left finally, she went for a walk alone. Meanwhile, at the Farrells, Sally has gone to the movies and left young Jimmy in the care of Mother Howard and her friend Lucy Beggs. Well, the evening was fine until...
Did you hear a noise, Lucy?
A noise? What kind of noise, Alice?
It sounded like a groan.
My goodness, a groan.
Yes, that's what it sounded like, I'm sure.
Could it have been Jimmy?
Oh, no, it was too deep. It was a low-down groan.
Low down? Like a man groaning?
Like a big man.
Oh.
There it is again.
Yes, this time I heard it, too. I heard it.
Very low down.
Alice.
What is it, Lucy?
What do you think we ought to do?
Ought to do about what?
About the groan.
Oh, I don't suppose there's anything we can do.
Well, we can't just sit here.
Why not? You're not afraid, are you?
Oh, no, but... There it is again. Here. Alice. Maybe it's a dead man.
How could it groan if it was dead?
It might. You know what they say.
Fiddlesticks.
Do you think we ought to look and see?
Oh, no.
Alice.
What?
You remember that old haunted house back in Pewaukee?
Oh, what makes you bring that up now?
Oh, I don't know. I just happened to think of it. Oh, there it is again. Alice, maybe we ought to call the police.
Oh, no.
David, maybe.
Oh, it's really silly, but if you want to...
Well, the phone's near you, Alice. I guess I'm a little too nervous. Anyway, you're calm.
All right. Oh, I guess it slipped out of my fingers.
The noise must have awakened Peter.
Where was he?
In the bathroom, I think, lying on the tile to keep cool.
Oh, here he comes.
Why, look, Alice. He's all covered with white stuff.
What have you got all over you, doggy?
Why, he's trailing some white powder behind him. You want to go and see what it is, Alice?
Well,
I'll go with you.
All right.
Oh, look. The medicine chest is open.
Well, I declare. He must have climbed up on the washstand and opened it with his nose.
And look, all over the floor. There's a white stuff.
There's a box there. He must have knocked it down. What is it?
Groan.
It's in here.
It came from him.
Who?
The dog.
What does the box say? Peter.
Bicarbonate of soda.
Peter.
Oh, my. Oh, my. Who can that be?
Maybe it's the dead man.
Now, my dear Alice, that's not funny.
Oh, is Mr. Farrell in?
No, he's not. Who shall I say called?
Oh, was Mrs. Farrell home?
No, she's not here either.
Well, then you must be Mrs. Howard. I'm Veronica Redfield.
Oh, Veronica Redfield.
Veronica Redfield.
Do you expect them soon?
I don't know. Lucy, stop shining that lamp at Miss Redfield's face.
Well, would you do me a favor? When they come in, would you tell them to call me at home? I'll be up. Tell them I've decided. Tell them that I've reached a decision about Kurt Mallet.
Rocky has been out walking, thinking about Grover Courtney and Kurt Mallet, the famous Czechoslovakian scientist. Now she has made her decision. You'll want to hear what she tells David and Sally in Monday's chapter of Front Page Farrell. We Americans are probably the most energetic people in the world. We live too fast, eat too fast, smoke more than we should. This is especially true during the speeded-up tempo of wartime living. And that's why many more of us suffer from excess stomach acidity these days. So widespread is this upset condition that many people call it American stomach. When you have the distressing symptoms, heartburn, acid indigestion, or a feeling of fullness, here's what to do. Take Bicidol. Bicidol helps bring you prompt, pleasant relief from American stomach. Because, well, that's just what it's made to do. Not a makeshift, not a cure-all. Bicidol promptly aids in neutralizing stomach acids. It soothes irritated membranes while gently helping to restore normal balance. And it has a fresh, minty flavor you'll like. When you have these symptoms of American stomach, just take Bicidol, that's all. Bicidol. That's Bisodol. Bicidol. Only 25 cents at any drugstore. When David and Sally come home, they find Rocky's message and go to hear her decision. You'll want to learn what it is. Front Page Farrell is on the air again at the same time Monday. Be sure to listen. This is Don Hancock saying goodbye for Front Page Farrell and the Whitehall Pharmaceutical Company, makers of Bicidol.
When muscles are stiff and sore from unusual exercise or strain, many people now use heat, the liniment that's strong yet does not burn the skin. Wonderful relief from muscular soreness comes as comforting heat quickly starts to penetrate. Just brush it on the sore place with the applicator. For a liniment that starts at once to ease muscular pain and keeps on working for hours, ask your druggist for Heat Liniment. H-E-E-T. Heat. This is the National Broadcasting Company.